here. You're ready. Welcome to my world.
Alright guys, welcome back. This is ImGhostofSparta. Just want to bring you guys another rules video of becoming a collector. I mentioned in my previous video, I'll leave a little card up that way you guys can watch it and take a look at it, of my first video of becoming a collector. Now these are the rules that I mentioned in this video that are kind of like unspoken rules that I want to go over with you guys, so that way you guys can have a kind of more broader idea of what it is becoming a collector. When you hear these rules, because some people have heard of some of these rules, some people are like, oh, I never heard of that. So I want to give you guys this knowledge so that way you guys can have a good broader understanding of collecting. And so real quick, just make sure to hit that like button, guys. Let's get this video to 100 likes. Make sure to subscribe and also hit the bell icon, because if you're new to this channel, I do a lot of reviews on action figures. The next review is actually right here, so it's a little foreshadowing for you guys for the next video, of all types of figures. I mean, right now I just have a trend of Dragon Ball figures because I'm not sponsored. I buy all these things myself to go into my personal collection, and I use one of the rules to be able to do that for you guys, and I'll explain that further on in the video. So let's get back to the topic at hand and go from there. So one of the rules, or kind of like a thing to start collections that people have heard, or that's been noticed or heard about, or there's like an unwritten rule about this, but to start a collection you have to buy something from the series that you want to collect from. Then you would have to be gifted one, and the one that I'm not so proud of, the third one, is you have to steal it. So it's something that I heard when I was younger. I think my uncle or my mom, I can't remember exactly, but one of the ways of collecting was buy something from yourself. If you're gonna buy, let's say, Power Ranger set, you buy yourself one, then someone gifts you one, and then the third one would be you would steal one from somewhere. Now I'm not condoning stealing, please do not do that. I don't condone stealing whatsoever, so don't do that at all. But that was one of the ways of starting a collection. It was considered like a rule for being part of collecting. So that's one of them. There's also the rule of 3, which a lot of collectors know of, is that when you buy a figure, always buy 3. One to display, one to keep for yourself, mint and package, and one to sell or trade is the other reason why you buy 3. So that's the rule of 3. That's the way I'm able to do these reviews, because I use the rule of 3. Not all the time, sometimes I use the rule of 2 because I can't afford the third one, but I use the rule of, that rule to my advantage, so that way I can make reviews for you guys. So I always buy 2 or 3, so that way I can have one to open and I review it for you guys, and those are the ones that go into my display, as you can see behind me. So the ones you see behind me, more than likely I have multiples of those figures. So that's the other rule of that. Also, the next rule is be proud of your displays. What sets us apart from hoarders is that we're proud to display our collection. I mean, if you look up the definition of collecting, it's someone that's proud to display their collective items that they have. So be proud to do that. Make sure to clean it constantly, dust it, do what you got to do to be able to be proud of the collection that you have started. So those are a few of the rules of collecting. I'm trying to see, there was another one. Storage, I guess you could say storage, have a place to store your figures. You could use tote boxes, you could use desks or drawers. Well, not desks or drawers, but I have a set of wooden drawers. They're pretty deep drawers where I could put a few of the boxes in there. Like the china cabinet behind me actually has a spot where I can store the boxes in there as well. So that's another thing. Mint on box collectors, if you're gonna buy, there's another tip for you guys, or rule, buying mint on box or buying open. I mean, that all depends on you. You follow these rules, like the rule of 3. If you're not looking for that, you just want to display figures, you want to open them, you want to take pictures of them, whatever, buying open box would be a awesome tip for you when you're starting your collection. Plus it's a little bit cheaper, it gets you into collecting, because now you're not looking for that figure in a very mint in box, because that's where some of the price goes up on that. I mean, if you're not buying a figure when it first comes out, you're gonna pay a little bit more on the secondary market, because depending on how popular the figure is. So I mean, if you guys have any questions, please leave me comments below so that way I can answer any of them that I can from my own experience. And if I don't have the experience to be able to answer it, I'll find a way to get you the answer I need. So, you know, leave me comments. I want to hear from you guys. I want to know what's going on with the videos that I'm providing for you guys, so that way, you know, when I bring out more content, it's for you. I mean, all my content is for you, my viewers, so that way you guys can have, you know, more of a good experience when watching my videos. It's just plain and simple. I want you guys to enjoy what you're watching. I want you to look forward to what you're watching. So leave me comments. Let me know what's going on in your head. You know, I'll leave little discussions too, so you guys can, or updates. Follow me on my Instagram, also on my Facebook. Those I have up there. They're just, I mean, in my description below. So check those out, so you always guys can keep up with me as well. You know, I have a lot of ways so you guys can communicate with me. A little bit more of an update is that I just got a logo. I want to thank at Random Stuff 1123 on Instagram. He did a logo for me, and I'm thinking about making some t-shirts. Maybe I'll give some away to you guys, so look forward to that in the future. So if you guys have any questions about collecting, I mean, I can't think of anything else that I could possibly provide you guys when it comes to, oh, here we go, I got one. Okay, so when you're out there hunting for the figure you're looking for, I mentioned in the previous video, like I said, I'll leave a link to that below. I mentioned in the previous video, you know, when you're hunting for a figure and you're looking for, let's say, a chase figure, which is very hard to find, you know, talk to the store clerk, see when their shipments are coming in, write down schedules, go to map out your travels, so that way you can find out where you can find this figure. I mean, you could do the very easy way, go to eBay, go on the internet, buy it, probably pay a little bit of a premium. But, you know, going out there and finding that figure yourself out in the wild is a lot more fun and enjoyable than it is just doing it over the internet. I mean, that's the most thing I like. I mean, a lot of the stuff I buy, I really don't hunt that much, but when I do, it's so much fun when I'm going to store to store to store, looking around to see if I see it on the shelf, you know. Unfortunately, I live in a vicinity where I'm next to Frankenson, so a lot of those guys that work there, they'll go and buy all those out, sell it over there. You know, it's known to happen. I mean, I've had many of the stock guys tell me, like, yeah, you know, the dudes from Frankenson, because they're collectors as well. So, I mean, just the hunt is the best thing, you know, plan it out. Make sure you have, you know, the funds to be able to do it. Collecting can be expensive. That's another thing about collecting, and a tip for you guys is money. You're gonna need some kind of income to be able to support this hobby, you know, or for collecting. So, you know, make sure you're responsible with that. It's almost as bad as gambling. I mean, it's either, you know, you want to eat or you want plastic, either one. So just keep that in mind, that, you know, when you're out there collecting, you know, to be responsible with it, you know, make sure you make the right calls. I mean, that's the only other tip I can give you guys for that. But as for the rules that we went over, let's recap real quick. The always buy 3 is like one of the biggest rules. Be proud of your display. And I don't want to say it's a rule, but the whole starting the collection thing, once again, I don't condone stealing, but it's all about, you know, buy one, get one as a gift, and then steal one. I don't want anybody stealing anything. You know, you want to start a collection, buy 2 or 3 of an item. You know, I think a collection is considered if you have 2 or more of an item, of a series of items. So that's a collection. So, you know, just get it yourself, you know, or if your significant other or someone that you know, or a friend buys it for you, that's another option as well. You know, just start it like that. Let's not even think about that. I don't even know why I brought it up, but it was just a funny thing, you know, because I heard it, and there's collectors out there that have heard that as well, you know. So that's one of the things, you know. And also try to get into a group or a community, so that way you guys can find more information on collecting. I want you guys to have, you know, to be able to build camaraderie with other collectors, so that way you can find other things you're looking for. You have people to talk to about it. You know, they might find something for you if they already have it, you know. So keep that in mind, you know. Let's keep that. So those are the rules right there. Like I said, you know, the rule of 3, display your collection, and be proud of the display is like the main thing, you know. And then storage, we also talked about storage your collection, you know, very well. Think about it in the future, because I mean, these rules will help you, because I mean, collecting, not only is it, you know, fun, it's a hobby, but it also could be a gain as well for wealth. I mean, it's like I mentioned before in my previous video, it's like being in the stock market. You know, you're buying this stuff to hold on to, you know, to either pass it on or sell it or do whatever you want with it, you know. That's what it's for. But I mean, some people don't even want it. They just want to hold on to it forever until, you know, they pass it on to their kids and let them hold on to it and pass it on and pass it on. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this. You know, I like giving you guys this nugget of knowledge for you guys. I like to drop the knowledge as much as I possibly can. So remember, let's get this video to 100 likes, guys. You know, I hope you guys can see in the description below of the videos. I'll tag right there. I'll tag some also of my reviews, so that way you guys can stay tuned for this guy right there. I got the Super Boo right here that I'm gonna review for you guys. And then if you guys follow me on Facebook or Instagram, you guys can hit me up on there, and you can see all the updates that I put up there. Like I said, I do reviews or I do videos once a week. Right now I'm on vacation for my day job, so I'm doing a little bit more videos as they come around. So I really hope you guys enjoy that. You know, hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you don't miss any updates that you could possibly want from me. I want you guys to make sure you get them all. Get all those updates. You know, you see something that comes up, it will let you know, it will notify you on that. So I appreciate it, guys. Thank you for coming and listening to me and sitting with me and talking with me. Like I said, leave comments below. You know, I like talking to all my fans and all my subscribers. I don't think I like talking, just plain simple. So if you guys want more information, please leave me a comment. Thank you, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day.